Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney. If you're returning, welcome back, my friend. Today we're going to get into 1995's Apollo 13. I'm looking forward to it, but real quick, if you're supporting over on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. And if you're watching this video with military affiliation, thank you so much for your service. This movie was requested quite some time ago, so I'm finally getting around to it. And I hope that you guys enjoy the reaction and you stick around till the end to see what my thoughts were about the film. I'm looking forward to it, so let's get into it.
Flight, we have the crew crossing gantry for capsule ingress. Roger that.
There were serious doubts that we could beat the Russians to the moon. The entire world watched in awe as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon.
I know that was an exciting time back in 1969.
When you feel that thing slide in, everything's clicking. It's like no other feeling in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What's the big occasion?
Hey, how's it going over there in Mission Control?
Jim Lovell.
Hi.
This is Tracy. This is the man. Gemini 7, Gemini 12, Apollo 8.
Gemini? Have I been saying Gemini wrong my whole life?
I wouldn't mind being up there tonight. God, who would? Don't worry. Our day's coming.
Look at all these folks. I love it.
Let's hear it for Jim Lovell. Get him out of here.
There he is, everybody quiet down, there he is.
Hey, kids!
Oh yeah, you gotta make sure the children witness history.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong.
It's one small step for man,
There it is.
one giant leap for mankind.
I love that quote.
I can't deal with cleaning up. Let's sell the house.
I felt that on a spiritual level.
I bet Jenny Armstrong doesn't get a wink of sleep tonight.
From now on, we live in a world where man has walked on the moon. It's not a miracle.
What do you call it?
We just decided to go. Apollo 8, we were so close. I want to go back there.
Yeah, you can tell that he wishes that was him.
Where's my mountain?
The white area there, that's the Sea of Tranquility. And your mountain's right there on the edge of that. Your mountain, Maryland, Mount Maryland.
When are you going up again, Jim?
I'm slated to be the commander of Apollo 14 sometime late next year.
Interesting.
Are there any other questions?
How do you go to the bathroom in space?
I actually know the answer to that.
Deke, you might be able to answer this lady's question better than I. Deke is one of the original Mercury 7 astronauts.
Jim, can I have a minute? Something's come up.
Oh, I guess we're going on Apollo 13 mission.
I was thinking there might be a slight change in destination. Maybe say the moon. Al Shepard's ear infection has flared up.
Dad, can I please wear this?
Sure.
Jim.
No, absolutely not.
Yep, they're married.
I'm gonna walk on the moon, Marilyn.
Naturally, it's 13. Why 13?
Oh, she's superstitious.
Let's shut down some thrusters on him. See what he does with this one.
Whoa, wait a minute. I lost something here. I can't translate up.
They're testing y'all.
I've got the target back in the reticle.
Capture.
That's it. Gentlemen, that is the way we do that.
Oh, man, that woke me up.
Backup crew, you're up in the simulator.
That's 3 hours of boredom followed by 7 seconds of sheer terror.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Listen, guys, I want to work it again.
Well, let's get it right.
Okay, set it up again, Frank.
Oh, all right. What? You know what? I don't blame him. Better safe than sorry.
Good shape over here.
Is someone having a nightmare? Oh, yeah. Yeah, someone's nervous.
Stars will fall down on you or something.
Oh, that was her. Ah.
Until the moon's gravity actually grabs us and pulls us into a circle around the moon, which is called an orbit.
Yep, we know about the orbit. Especially us Trekkies. We know about an orbit.
Did you know the astronauts on the fire?
Yeah, I did. I knew the astronauts in the fire. All of them.
Could that happen again?
He's worried.
The door. They couldn't get it open when they needed to get out.
Did they fix it?
It's not a problem anymore.
The wife's worried. The child's worried. Now I'm worried.
Hey, you're Jim Lovell, aren't you? Hey, Lucky 13!
Well, bye now. Oh, well, at least the person behind you was patient.
I'm thinking about not going to the launch.
They've never kept you from coming to the other launch.
Yes, but now I have your mother. She's just had this stroke.
I think you need to talk to your husband about your concerns.
I'll just be glad when this one's over.
See?
Well, you're gonna miss a hell of a show.
Communicate.
So, the number 13 doesn't bother you. Apollo 13, lifting off at 1300 hours and 13
1
minutes.
p.m. Well, no, 1:13 p.m.
I'm in command of the best ship with the best crew that anybody could ask for. I can't imagine ever topping that.
Okay, I think that was a fair response.
So we have that scheduled for at 0900 hours tomorrow.
That's not gonna work, Walter.
Why?
So that's how they move those.
Jim, we've got a problem.
Charlie Duke has the measles. Well, I've had the measles.
Ken Mattingly hasn't.
Well, this is just terrible.
Jack Swigert has been out of the loop for weeks.
He's fully qualified to fly this mission. I'm sorry, Jim. I understand how you feel.
Jim is pissed.
Well, we can bump all three of you to a later mission.
You'd still have your crew.
Jim, if you hold out for Ken, you will not be on Apollo 13.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's their ass if I get sick up there, but I mean, Jesus!
It's a concern.
It'll be a hell of a mission, one for the books. You sure about this, Jim? I mean, why don't I go upstairs and talk to Deke?
I don't think it's gonna work out.
Look, I don't have the measles. I'm not gonna get the measles.
Ken, wait up.
This is hard on everybody. I can understand all the emotions.
I got a corridor light. We're coming in too shallow. I'm going to manual.
He's like, are you serious?
Okay, we're at 3 Gs. 5 Gs. 9. 10.
Wait a minute, this is not good.
We're at 12 Gs.
12 Gs, we're running up.
And they're dead.
So what happened?
Came in too steep. We're dead.
If I had $1 for every time they killed me in this thing, I wouldn't have to work for you, Deke. Well, we have 2 days. We'll be ready.
That's cutting it real close. I forgot we were still 2 days out.
We don't want Daddy to get any of our germs and get sick in outer space, right?
Hey, boys. You're not giving your mom a hard time, are you?
Oh, yes, absolutely, all the time. Well, 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 look who it is.
I heard it was going to be a hell of a show.
Who told you that?
Some guy I know.
Aw, this interaction's cute. Ooh! This is why I don't shower with any jewelry on.
I'm gonna give these guys a beautiful ride.
Sure you will, Jack.
Alright, where are all my folks that wanted to be astronauts? I was one of them.
This is from your wife, G.
Oh, wow. I mean, you gotta make sure they're in there good.
Jim, you're all set.
It looks good on you.
Give me a go, no go for launch.
Ecom.
We're go, flight.
GNC.
We're go.
Tell them you.
Go. Control.
Go flight.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting.
Nice car. Oh, wow.
This is it. A few bumps and we're hauling the mail.
Yeah, y'all gonna be hauling, all right.
1. Ignition. We have liftoff.
The way that was shot gave me a little anxiety.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Get ready for a little choke, fellas.
That was little?
That was some little joke.
Right? What's wrong?
Houston, this is 13. We've got a center engine cut off. Go on the other 4.
Can y'all hurry up?
Looks good. We're still go.
We'll be alright as long as we don't lose another one.
And if you lose another one, then what?
Looks like we just had our glitch for this mission.
We'll see.
I can't believe you did this 4 times. Worst part, Silver. This doesn't stop for me until he lands on that aircraft carrier.
Oh no. Well, that's, gonna be floating everywhere.
Okay, we're ready for CSM separation.
You know, Fredo, Frank Borman was up chucking most of the way to the moon on Apollo 8.
Now, I don't blame him. That is a lot on the human body.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm on top of it.
20?
He's got it.
Come on, rookie, park that thing.
That's it.
Houston, we have hard dog.
The way my anxiety is set up, every little scrape, bump, or anything would have made me even more nervous.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Are you sure?
I could eat the ass out of a dead rhinoceros.
You could eat the what of the who? That was my first time hearing that one.
Oh, it's too bad we can't demonstrate this on TV.
See, yep, that's how you do it.
Barbara, we are going to your father's broadcast.
No. She's still going on about the stupid Beatles breaking up.
Oh, that's what's happening?
Hello, world.
I think that background music is perfect.
Hey, Marilyn.
Where's their broadcast?
All the networks dumped us.
My son's supposed to be on. He's in outer space.
Oh, that's sad.
Do they know they're not on the air?
We'll tell them when they get back.
Yeah, don't tell them now.
If anyone from the IRS is watching, I forgot to file my 1040 return.
Seriously.
That's no joke.
Yeah, they're gonna get you. The IRS does not play.
That stir's gonna be on both H2 and both O2 tanks, is that correct?
The skin of the limb in some places is only as...
That's exactly what I would be doing right now.
All right, we return to the man. Houston, that bang you heard was Fred Hayes on the cabin repress valve. He really gets our hearts going every time.
Don't play like that. Jeez.
Our next broadcast will be from Frau Mora on the surface of the moon.
You know, they might air a few minutes of it on the news tonight.
You'd think so.
I mean, it's the least they could do.
And then if you could give your oxygen tanks a stir.
Roger that.
Oh, no. Woo!
What did you do?
Nothing, I stirred the tanks.
That's literally all he did.
Houston, we have a problem.
It's reading a quadruple failure. That can't happen.
What do you mean it can't happen? Anything can happen when you're up in space.
Odyssey, we need a confirmation. What systems do you have down?
A lot of systems.
We got a main bus B undervolt, cryo pressure, suit compressor. What don't we have?
What don't we have, right?
It's definitely a gas of some sort.
It's got to be the oxygen.
No one knows what to say.
What have we got on the spacecraft that's good?
I'll get back to you, Gene.
Yeah, they need to figure that out.
Flight, I recommend we shut down the reactant valves of the fuel cells.
You close them, you can't open them again.
Dang, never mind.
Gene, the Odyssey is dying. From my chair here, this is the last option.
It's better than nothing. And he's the only one that's really said anything of, value, really.
Yeah, Jim,
We think that closing the react valves may stop the leak.
And if it doesn't?
Did he copy that?
Do you copy, Jim?
I copy, but I don't agree.
We just lost the moon.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, we're not gonna have enough power left to get home.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Shit.
God damn it. 15 minutes of oxygen, and that's it.
What?
Okay, guys, listen up. Here's the drill. We're moving the astronauts over to the LEM. We got to get some oxygen up there.
You've got to get the guidance program transferred. You've got to do it before you're out of power in the command module.
Well, we're looking at less than 15 minutes of life support in the Odyssey.
Yeah, y'all gotta hustle.
You're down to about 8 minutes remaining.
And this is why I'm glad I never became an astronaut. You expect me to do math in a stressful situation?
Looks good, Flight.
Well, that's good.
Hey, speaking of girl watching things, you know that our first bachelor astronaut is on his way to the moon? Is it Swigert? I think he's sort of foolishly optimistic, though, taking nylons and Hershey bars to the moon. I mean...
Yeah, he's not trying to hear all that.
The Apollo 13 spacecraft has lost all electrical power.
What do you mean there's no immediate danger? I just heard they're losing oxygen. Can they get back?
This poor family.
No, don't give me that NASA bullshit. I want to know what's happening with my husband.
Amen, sister.
Houston, wait.
And you're down to about 5 minutes now, Jack.
Whoa, the RCS isn't up yet. Control? What the hell happened?
No, we just want to ask you.
Everyone threw their hands up like it wasn't me.
Aquarius, watch that middle gimbal.
We don't want you tumbling off into space.
Right, I'll inform Houston. I'm well aware of the goddamn gimbal.
You want what? You want us to go to Vox, Andy? If you have a hot mic, we're reading everything you say.
Oh well, at least you now know how extremely frustrated everyone is.
You know, your dad's flying his mission.
He said he was going to get me a moon rock.
Yeah, about that, baby. There won't be a moon rock.
Something broke on your daddy's spaceship.
Was it the door?
Poor pumpkin.
Do we know for sure that we can power this thing back up?
It's gonna get awfully cold in here.
I would be too scared to even push a button.
This is Odyssey. Signing off.
From this moment on, we are improvising a new mission.
Look at that old school projector.
We get them on a free return trajectory.
I agree with Jerry. Use the moon's gravity, slingshot them around.
There's been serious damage to this spacecraft.
They blow up and they die.
There's so many what ifs, shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
We designed the LEM to land on the moon.
Unfortunately, we're not landing on the moon, are we?
No, we're not.
I don't care what anything was designed to do. I care about what it can do.
He specifically wanted a quote from a flight director.
Who wanted a quote?
The president.
The president?
Nixon.
Ah, Nixon. Mr. Watergate himself.
You want to look?
Oh, look at that.
Well, at least y'all can say y'all laid eyes on the moon from space.
Aquarius, that's 30 seconds till loss of signal.
Poor thing.
Coming up on Mount Maryland. I can see our landing site.
Look at that Tsiolkovsky crater.
What could have been?
13, this is Houston. We're reading your telemetry. It's good to see you again. Stand by for your PC plus 2 burn data.
Damn, they were close.
Yeah, y'all were.
Gentlemen, what are your intentions? I'd like to go home.
Oh.
So you're telling me you can only give our guys 45 hours? That brings them to about there.
That's not good enough.
With everything on, the LEM draws 60 amps. At that rate, in 16 hours, the batteries are dead, not 45.
Well, then who did this math?
I want people in our simulators, working re-entry scenarios. We never lost an American in space. We're sure as hell not going to lose one on my watch. Failure is not an option.
Oh, well, good luck, everybody.
What are you doing here?
Gotta get you in the simulators. We got a ship to land.
What?
Ooh, that's smart putting him in there because he's so good at what he's He's so good at what he does.
Nobody's too sure how much power we're gonna have when we hit re-entry. The command module's gonna be frozen up pretty good by then.
Yeah, Ken, that could have been you.
I need the sim cold and dark. Give me the exact same conditions we've got in there now. Don't give me anything they don't have on board.
I like the way he thinks, and I appreciate him wanting this to be 100% authentic.
Okay, Houston, that leaves us with just the computer, which I'm shutting down now. We just put Sir Isaac Newton in the driver's seat.
Did you sleep up there? It's gonna get awful cold in there for those guys.
Yeah, really cold.
We had a CO2 filter problem on the lunar module.
What about the scrubbers on the command module?
They take square cartridges.
The ones on the LEM are round.
Dang, y'all, jeez.
Well, I suggest you gentlemen invent a way to put a square peg in a round hole.
Yep, come up with something.
We gotta find a way to make this fit into the hole for this, using nothing but that.
Henry, don't you ever sleep?
I have a request from the news people.
What, a statement?
I thought they didn't care about this mission.
Well, now it's exciting for him.
More dramatic now. Suddenly people are...
Oh, if landing on the moon wasn't dramatic enough for them, why should not landing on it be? Those people don't put one piece of equipment on my lawn.
I know that's right.
If they have a problem with that, they can take it up with my husband. He'll be home on Friday.
I'm glad she put her foot down, because how disrespectful can you be?
It was an accident. Mary getting pregnant.
That has a tendency to happen.
It sure does.
Wonder if it's a boy or a girl.
You're gonna find out soon enough.
I never dreamed I'd ever get to do something like this.
Yep, freezing in space.
It hurts when I urinate. I think old Swagger gave me the clap.
Not the clap.
That'll be a hot one at the debriefing for the flight station.
Oh, he looked like he was about to get sick.
They had us burned too long. At this rate, we're gonna skip right out of the atmosphere and we're never gonna get back.
What are you talking about? How'd you figure that?
I can add.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
All right, there's 1,000 things that have to happen in order. We are on number 8.
No, I think what he's saying is very important.
Ow! God damn it!
Hey!
Piece of shit! This piece of shit's gonna get you all.
All right.
That's because that's the only thing we got left, Jack.
What are you saying, Fred?
Oh, I think you know what I'm saying.
Now, y'all, this is not the time.
Stop kicking yourself in the ass.
This is not my fault!
No one is saying it is. We are not going to do this. We're not going to go bouncing off the walls for 10 minutes.
All right, everyone go to your corners. Everyone breathe. Don't talk to each other for the next 30 minutes.
Are we on Vox?
No, we're not on Vox.
Yeah, Houston, this is Aquarius. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, could you check your CO2 gauge for us?
See, y'all were doing all that yelling.
Our CO2 measurement has jumped 4 notches in the last hour.
Jim, that sounds about right. We were expecting that.
See, they're expecting stuff and not telling y'all about it.
Christ, I know why my numbers are wrong. I only figured it for 2 people.
Ah, never mind.
Maybe I should just hold my breath.
And they do keep saying that the situation, I don't want to say the word ideal for 2 people, but y'all get what I'm saying. 3 people is a big problem.
What's this?
That's what they gotta make.
What about their level of carbon dioxide?
It's, climbing.
You're saying that they're almost out of breathable air.
No, wait a second. That's not what he said.
But people can put 2 and 2 together.
Houston, what do we do if we rip the bag? Can we tape it?
They just tore the bag.
Well, y'all gotta remember they're working in 0 gravity conditions. The CO2 is affecting them.
We're getting close to 15.
Well, I'd have to say that this is the most serious situation we've ever encountered.
Yeah. I could have told you that one.
I can hear air moving.
We're still holding close to 15, Houston.
Well, at least it hasn't hit 15. Yay, good.
Houston, the CO2 level has dropped to 9, and it is still falling.
Good.
Okay, spacecraft controlled by computer.
You need a break, Ken? If they don't get one, I don't get one.
I love that.
My son's supposed to be home.
I know, Mrs. Lovell.
Hi, Blanche.
Oh, yeah, she has no idea.
There's been an accident. Jimmy's okay. He's all right. But he's not going to get to walk on the moon. That was before.
Yep, this is now.
If they could get a washing machine to fly, my Jimmy could land it.
Oh, I love that.
You'll be happy to hear that we contacted President Nixon, and he's going to grant you an extension on your income taxes.
Well, if someone can keep the IRS off your back, I guess it is the president.
I am sick and tired of the entire Western world knowing how my kidneys are functioning.
Ooh, they're gonna think that man flatlined.
I'm not wearing my biomed sensors, Houston.
I mean, what can you do? You just let it go. They all say, you know what? Yeah.
Flight, now I'm losing all 3 of them. It's just a little medical mutiny, Doc.
Yep, that's all it is.
At this rate, they nick the Earth's atmosphere and bounce off into space. We need another burn to get them back in the corridor.
Another burn.
Wow. That's how you know it's cold up in there.
All we need to hold attitude is one fixed point in space. Well, Houston, we've got one.
All I have to know is how long do we need to burn the engine?
The shorter the better.
Yeah, you can't do it for too long.
The reentry corridor is in fact so narrow, the crew would have to hit a target no thicker than this piece of paper.
Oh my gosh. But I like that. See, I'm a visual learner myself, so that helped me out.
You are go for the manual burn.
Come on, y'all.
1.
Ignition! Sit down, Fredo. We're drifting. No, you hold what you got. I'll roll it. Back off. God, I can't get it stable. Where is it? I'm gonna call.
Steady.
9.
Shut down!
That was stressful.
Houston, we have shutdown.
That's close enough, Jim. Good work.
Well, let's hope we don't have to do that again.
Yeah, hopefully you won't. Whew, because that was a lot.
They're gonna need all these systems, John. We do not have the power, Ken.
We just don't have it.
Come on, there's gotta be something.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and reorganize the sequencing again and find more power.
I don't know where the hell we're gonna find it.
It's somewhere.
I'm in a Banshee at night in combat conditions, so there's no running lights on the carrier. There's this green trail. It was that phosphorescent stuff that gets churned up in the wake of a big ship. It was just leading me home. You never know what events are going to transpire to get you home.
Oh, very optimistic.
How's it going, Fred? I'm okay.
Oh, come on. What now?
Houston, can you confirm a burst helium disk?
We confirm that, Jim.
We sure could use the re-entry procedure up here.
When can we expect that?
We don't have it yet.
You're gonna get the procedure up to us, whatever it is, and we're gonna go over it step by step so there's no foul-ups.
Jim, this is Deke.
It's Deke. They don't know how to do it.
No, they don't.
Ken Mattingly's in the simulator right now.
Ken's working on it.
Yep, he is.
The sequence looks good. We're just over budget on the amperage.
By how much?
3 or 4 amps.
Come
You
on.
know they have some power left in the LEM batteries, right?
Yeah.
You can do it, Ken.
Reverse the flow and see if we can draw these 4 amps from the LEM batteries before we cut it loose. Why can't we do that?
Let's do it.
I'll call over to the simulator and get an estimate.
God damn it! I don't want another estimate. I want the procedures. Now!
Finally. I'm fed up too.
You're under the limit. Keep going.
Is your computer on now?
Up and running. How do we look?
Come on.
I think we got it, buddy.
Took you long enough.
Are the flowers blooming in Houston?
That's a negative, Jim. I don't have the measles.
Wow. Look at that.
On the table. Damn it. Thanks,
Okay, just toss the salad back in. 5-second rule.
This is Neil Armstrong, and this is Buzz
Oh.
Are you boys in the space program too?
Oh, are they? She's so cute.
Well, I'm having trouble reading my own writing. I guess I was a little more tired than I thought.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, Jack. I'll talk you through it.
Now, how could they be underweight? We didn't land on the moon. Rocks. That's a firm.
We were expecting you to be toting a couple 100 pounds of moon rock.
Oh. At first I was like, rocks? What rocks? They didn't even make it. That makes perfect sense now.
CMRCS pressure on.
Uplink completed.
All right.
You got her back up, Ken. Boy, I wish you were here to see it.
I'll bet you do.
I bet he's glad he's still on the ground.
We are looking at a typhoon warning.
On the edge of the prime recovery zone.
Seriously.
One whole side of the spacecraft is missing.
Yeah. That thing got tore up.
Worst of all, if the pyrotechnics that control the parachutes have been damaged, causing the spacecraft to hit the water not at a gentle 20 miles per hour, but at a suicidal 300.
Oh, boy.
Fredo. You okay?
Fredo is not okay.
Can you hold out just a little longer? As long as I have to. Dude, we're gonna hit that water in the South Pacific. It's 80 degrees out there.
Yeah, think hot thoughts.
Hey, let me give you a hand there, Fredo.
They're so close.
Sorry, Jack. It's an old habit.
Kind of used to the pilot seat.
She's yours to fly. What is that?
Oh, I was getting a little punchy and I didn't want to cut the LEM loose with you guys still in it.
I was wondering what that was for.
We have lunar module jettisoned.
She sure was a good ship.
Very well, Aquarius. And we thank you.
Mary. It's almost time, honey.
Poor Mary.
Blackout lasts for 3 minutes. If they're not back in 4, we'll know. Pad A looks good.
Re-entry interface in 1 minute
Pad
and
B.
30 seconds.
No volts.
Oof. He's going through it.
Tie all the batteries on a main A and main B.
Parachute situation, the heat shield, the angular trajectory, and the typhoon. There's just so many variables.
With all due respect, sir, I believe this is going to be our finest hour.
Well, let's get to it then.
And on my mark, your velocity
Will be 35,245 feet per second.
Oh, you can see the typhoon.
Gentlemen, it's been a privilege flying with you.
This reminds me of the scene in Titanic with the musicians.
Flight, we have lost the radio contact.
Roger that.
Expect to regain signal in 3 minutes.
That's a long 3 minutes. Ugh.
Circling, waiting for first
Coming
radar
down
contact.
3 minutes until time of drogue deployment.
No re-entering ship has ever taken longer than 3 minutes to emerge from blackout. The time when the astronauts were expected to come out of blackout has come and gone.
Just give it a moment, everybody.
Ozzy, this is Houston. Can you read me?
That's 4 minutes. Standing by.
Oh.
This is Odyssey. It's good to see you again.
All right, that almost got me there. I was about to start fussing and cussing. There you go. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let those emotions out. Okay, everyone's still moving. Good. Because Fredo still has me concerned.
This is Apollo 13 signing off. Our mission was called a successful failure, in that we returned safely but never made it to the moon.
Yeah.
It was a minor defect that occurred 2 years before I was even named the flight's commander.
Wow.
Fred Hayes was going back to the moon on Apollo 18, but his mission was canceled because of budget cuts. He never flew in space again. Nor did Jack Swigert. But he died of cancer before he was able to take office.
Hey.
Ken Mattingly orbited the moon as command module pilot of Apollo 16 and flew the space shuttle, having never gotten the measles. The 7 extraordinary days of Apollo 13 were my last in space. I sometimes catch myself looking up at the moon, remembering the changes of fortune in our long voyage. I look up at the moon and wonder, when will we be going back? And who will that be?
This was very well done. I enjoyed this very, very much. Obviously, if you've been with me throughout like my Star Wars reactions and my Star Trek reactions, you guys know I did say it at the beginning, but I wanted to be an astronaut at one point. I was all like, you know, I want to go to space. I want to go to the moon. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, I had a telescope when I was a kid, and I would go outside and I would like look at the stars, and I would just be like, oh my goodness, I want to go there. And, you know, even just recently, not even recently, it was last night actually. I was outside at night and I was, you know, looking at the constellations and stuff, and I was just like, I wish. But yeah, this was really good. I feel that this was done extremely well. After I'm finished actually probably putting this on Patreon, I'll probably, you know, start reading up like, oh, what were the differences? You know, did, you know, they get it 100% accurate? What kind of things did they change up? I love learning about those types of things. Overall, cast, wonderful, brilliant, excellent, love them. It's, you know, I was watching and I kept thinking like about Ken's character, like look at that right there, divine intervention. But he played such a big role in this, even though he didn't have the measles, he wasn't able to go up there, you know, he was pulled from the mission, but he was very essential to figuring out what procedure needed to be done in order for them to get back. That stressed me out. So many parts of this stressed me out. I knew something was going to go wrong eventually. I didn't obviously look into certain details because I didn't want anything, you know, spoiled for me or anything like that. But my gosh, this was done very well. I was so worried for Fredo because I kept thinking to myself, this man is going to freeze to death up there. I know it is freezing cold. And it was still nice though to see them get the opportunity to see the moon like that close, and you know, having that moment of wow, you know, we didn't land on the moon, but I mean, how many people are going to get the chance to do even this? So that's what I got from it. Also being able to see I didn't catch the daughter's name, the one that was very rebellious, but seeing how she was in the beginning and then at the end where it was like she was going to her mother, like, you know, seeing how she was pushing her mom away in the beginning and then like all of this brought them together as it should, hopefully, you know, as it should have. But that was very, very nice to see. Obviously Tom Hanks, Bill Paxton, Kevin Bacon, I mean, come on. So good. His wife, like, I understood her frustration. Like, y'all didn't even broadcast them being in space because y'all were like, oh yeah, you know, the moon landing was so lackluster. I mean, what was the point of us doing this? And now y'all want to show up to my house? The gall and the nerve of some people. Why? Because now y'all got the headlines. Now y'all got the scandal. Now y'all got the, you know, all these stories and all these ifs, ands, you know, what could have happened, what's going on, how's the family doing. Like, please get out of my face with that. Like, I totally understood that 110%. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I know me. I am not superstitious when it comes to the number 13. I'm not. I was just kind of like, that wouldn't have been a concern for me, but I understand a lot of people are like, okay, Apollo 13, y'all are leaving when? 1300 hour, 13 minute, what? No ma'am. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Not for me, not, especially people who are super superstitious. They're probably like, no. But for me, that I was just kind of like, hey, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And unfortunately, all that did happen. Okay, so it says that it was nominated for 9 Academy Awards. It says that they won the Oscar for Best Sound and Best Film Editing. And you know, I was going to point that out too. The editing, the camera work, so good in this. Very, very nice. I liked it a lot. So overall, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this particular film. I hope I wasn't too quiet during it, only because, I mean, I'm trying to understand all the lingo that was being said. But yeah, overall, this was really good. I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction over here on YouTube. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you guys know whenever I upload my next video. And I will see you guys in my next reaction video. Whichever one you guys choose to watch, whichever one sparks your interest, I will see you guys over there. Bye.